temperature between warm and cold, just like you can on the ceiling in the corner over there.
Well, you don't see where the warm air is.
You see where the cold air is coming in.
Okay.
And if the cold air is coming in here, it's coming out somewhere else. It's going to balance out. Whatever comes in is going to go out unless it's totally airtight. Then if nothing can come in, then nothing can come out. So air sealing, the way I describe air sealing to people, especially when some people in the design community, no names mentioned, tell me that they want their houses to breathe and it's very important for their houses to breathe. I say absolutely, you're absolutely right. You have two choices, uncontrolled leakage or controlled ventilation. Pick one. Uncontrolled leakage, 40% of the air in the crawl space you're breathing. Controlled ventilation, HRV, 70% efficient. I mean, I could rattle this stuff off like crazy. You can talk to me later about it. But the point is, you want to be able to control what comes in and out of the house. It's healthy, it's comfortable, it saves energy. I mean, it's not real difficult to understand.
And something, people might say, well, this is a 1909 house. I have a 1995 house or a 2000 house. We have a resident who did a home energy checkup and decided, wow, you know, my energy bill is still higher than I really wanted to be. And he had done a full remodel and actually used green building designs and everything. So he went and had one of the more in-depth assessment, and he did the whole blower door along with the infrared. And that's when he figured out the actual serious problem of energy loss. He had a giant beam going down the main part of his entire house. And on one side it was perfectly sealed. There was no air leakage whatsoever. On the other side was a gap about that big. Okay, now again, it was just a construction issue. But now he knew what the problem was. He had it clearly identified, and he was able to go in and fix it. So I put that one in just because I knew you would have a lot of fun.
This is great. It's very difficult for me to take pictures right now with what I see because I'm backed up all day long and I have to move to a house fairly quickly to get to all the appointments that I have during the day. But this is very common. I see this almost all the time. Flexible duct used instead of hard pipe. Hard pipe is galvanized pipe. It's like, it's just galvanized pipe. Everybody understands what it is. It has a very low friction loss. You can insulate them and you can air seal them if you seal them properly with mastic and not tape. We don't like tape because it dries out over time and falls off, and the air is going to go to the path of least resistance under pressure. This is like amazing. Remember, we've already got resistance in it because it's a slinky, but now besides resistance in it, we've got drapes over this one, we've got running over this one, we've got to go over the top of this one. Oh, by the way, let's just end it. Let's just seal it up and put duct tape on it. And this is common. This is, if I can tell you that it's more common than not, I mean it. We see it all the time. Why do we use flex duct? It's certainly more expensive than hard pipe, but it's easier to install and it's already insulated. We like to see it in small seat footage. We like to see it from a piece of hard pipe that runs the entire length of the house to a boot, maybe 2 or 3 feet long, and sealed properly on both ends. We really don't like to see it strung over everything like this because you're just killing your equipment. You're shortening the life of your equipment, you make it work harder, and it's costing you a lot of money because you're not getting the airflow that you need in the home. So this is really, I see this often. New construction, old construction, you know, we see it all over the board. I can't.
You know what that is?
It looks like mold to me,
it's not mold. Let me tell you what this is. And it's not so much about energy efficiency. This is something when we began implementing this program, I didn't even think about, which is the safety in our homes, right? And we've heard about mold and we've heard about weatherization, and that doesn't have a lot to do with energy, but they're connected. And they're at least connected very much to health and safety, which matters to every single person. This is my fireplace, a portion of my fireplace, which I learned through my energy assessment that I had done, that I have a giant concrete, old-fashioned fireplace that sits, and it's sitting on bare wood. So, if I had a fire and the spark kept going, the guy said, your house will burn down. Now, I put this here because I never had any idea. I have 3 young boys. I had no idea of the safety hazard in my home, and I wouldn't but for the fact that I had an energy assessment, and they did the full inspection, and I saw things, or was told things, because he saw and knew where to look, that told me I have a serious, serious issue of fire hazard here that I need to take care of. And we're seeing that with mold and weatherization components too. And so I bring that up just to highlight the additional value of this program for you. So, access to financing, through our partnership with Blumenthal Energy, we have significant number of incentives and rebates that they provide to all their homeowners. We are providing the same incentive and rebates to homes, those 33% that have oil and propane and wood heat. We are providing the same incentive and rebates to them for the life of this 3-year program. This means incentives on your heating systems, your water heating systems, insulation, energy efficiency appliances. If I put them all here, I'd exhaust you. We have a form on the back for you to look at. We also have them online on our website, www.repower.org, bainbridge.org. CFD also has them there. When you have an energy assessment of your home, they will provide you a form that shows you all of those incentives and rebates that are there, and they will help you be able to make good, strong decisions about what's going to provide the most savings for you. Energy efficiency financing, City of Bainbridge Island and Kitsap County partner with Kitsap Credit Union. You've probably seen a lot of the ads maybe in the newspapers. We're offering 3 loan programs, an unsecured home improvement loan, a home equity loan, and a business improvement term loan. The way this loan program works is we got a grant from Washington State Department of Commerce for $100,000, and we're setting aside in a loan loss reserve with Kitsap Credit Union. They then create a revolving loan with that loan loss reserve absorbing any defaults that happen. There's a projection that we're going to probably see maybe a 1% loan loss rate, which means you can take $100,000 and be able to grow this money to help people immediately get measures in their homes. And these are the requirements. You need to have a home energy assessment with RePower Bainbridge program. Either that home energy checkup with Rick or one of the more in-depth assessments, get a bid from our trade ally contractors, be income qualified, and then make sure it's one of the list of energy efficiency measures. And if you're doing energy efficiency measures, we can also then bring renewables into this loan program. So, access to skilled workforce. We, in our partnership with Olympic Community College, we have already completed training 18 BPI energy auditors for the program. I think we have hired 3, or we're about to hire the 3rd one for our program, and we know that several of them have already gotten off the ground and have set up businesses within the Kitsap County. They are about to do a 2nd energy auditor training in April. We also have had 2 weatherization trainings through Olympic College, and they're about to run a 3rd one. So we are leveraging that partnership to be able to make sure that we have a trained workforce. We're setting workforce certification requirements so that they need to have a set level of knowledge and expertise within energy efficiency so that they're doing the work right. And we're creating jobs not only for our program, but we already have our workforce orientation program, and over 30 contractors came out, and they're already seeing a take-up in their business. Like they have not, frankly, seen before. And we're doing quality control. So Rick and his team will then be going out to people who have implemented measures and doing quality control on 10% of those jobs, and then those people that are not sort of meeting the level of standard that we expect on those, they will then get a retraining, and if eventually they can't meet those standards, the next time around we will move them out of the program until they can come back. I'm going to turn this over to Eric, but how many people have seen these around town? All right, so we have this in over 7, 8 locations, with one coming online in City Hall. They're now on the ferry. This is one of the most sort of interesting, innovative technologies that have come on this, that really is about a partnership with CSC, who's providing the data information to you of the entire island's energy use, and the technical talents of a number of volunteers in our community, one of them being Eric Rehm, who's going to provide a brief explanation of this great dashboard.
Well, one of the things that we thought about early on was with Puget Sound Energy was we had some energy issues on the island, and we asked, well, how much energy are we using, and can we see the numbers? And they gave us a few spreadsheets, and I said, well, could we see these numbers, on a regular basis, in real time, so that we could think about not only, creating awareness, but also perhaps creating actions about what we can do. And that's what this first set of displays that you've seen around town